Alright guys, I'm here today with this Master Grade model right here, the Master Grade Hi-Zack. And I built this this weekend, just snapped it together. No paint, panel lining, anything like that applied. This is just straight out of the box. And I must say, my first impression of this guy is it's absolutely fantastic. I wasn't expecting to really love this kit. I really was just in the mood for building something. It's too cold outside to go and paint. So I had this guy in my backlog, knew I wasn't going to get around to him for quite a while, so I thought, why not just snap them together? But I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. So this is the kit all snapped together. I'll do a full 360 view here, all around, and a lot of accessories, but I'll get to those later. I have all those sitting around the camera here. Yeah, build quality by itself was great. It was fun to build literally everything on this, aside from two things. Well, four things technically. These tubes and these tubes. If you watch my unboxing video for this, you'll know that all of these are separate pieces. Each little hose, circle, cylinder piece is separate. Unlike all of these, which are rubberized pieces. Now, I thought I would hate the rubberized pieces going into this. Like I said, if you saw my unboxing video, you know my first impressions on this kit, and it was that these rubberized pieces were going to be horrible and completely detract from the model. I tell you what, these were surprisingly great to use. They look good on the completed kit. The difference in texture is very nice. It makes it look like they're actual hoses that are on the Gundam, or I guess it's not a Gundam, but the Hi-Zack. It's just very, very a nice look that I did not expect, and they were very easy to use when building the model. These are not easy to use in any way, shape, or form. Getting all of those pieces on the little wire that you got to put them on, getting them angled correctly, I know mine aren't, because that's just difficult, and it's frustrating, and it's annoying. I saved the head to build last, and that was a mistake, quite frankly, because that was the most annoying part of the whole build. Other than those tubes, this whole build was great. A lot of fun. Building the legs was fun. Building the arms was fun. The torso, everything, even the weapons. A lot of fun. Great build quality. Enough about me rambling with that, though. Let's get to the model itself. We'll start with the feet articulation. One other thing I want to mention down here is that the only stickers on this kit are these two gray pieces right here. They're not pre-molded. Those are stickers. They stand out a little bit because of their shininess as opposed to everything else, but that's okay. And if you don't want to put them on, I really don't think it would look bad just being red. Okay, so the feet, this is separate, so it gets forward motion here, backward motion, side, all around. It's on a ball joint in there. Leg motion is actually really good. Look at that bend you get out of that leg. That is over 90 degrees. And I tell you, if there wasn't so much stuff here blocking it, that could go full 180. And that is very impressive to me. It's very impressive. And I love these hoses on here. It's a great design aspect. Just looks really good when you're bending the knee. Having that little bit of detail there instead of just gray plastic as the joint. Very nice. Also on the leg, this moves in and out just a slight bit. And you see there's some thrusters under there, but not much movement. At the hip, let's get the arm out of the way. It'll move back that far, move forward that far. Really, honestly, pretty impressive movement out of that. Oh, move forward farther. That skirt armor's just stuck a little bit. Moves out to the side just a bit. Not a whole lot of movement side to side there. But overall, you're getting a pretty decent range of articulation out of these legs that are very big, very bulky, and not typically what I would think of as great articulation pieces. Alright, so the skirt armor, as you can see, that goes up all the way. The side skirts out, in, to the sides, all over. I hope my finger wasn't blocking that going straight up. There we go. In case that got missed. Back skirt, no articulation. Torso. and I popped off the back skirt there. But it moves 360, if not for that back skirt. Let me pop that back on. I wasn't really thinking before I moved it. With the back skirt on, you still get a pretty decent range of articulation. On the torso itself, this pops off to get to the cockpit. Let's see if I can get that off. Ah, it opens up like that. That's what it is. You can see the cockpit's right in there. I just built this yesterday. You'd think I would remember that, but I didn't. Alright, for the arms. Let's go with this arm first. They are slightly different. Go up, down, can go all the way around, but it is impeded by the backpack there. Let me get that a little better in view. And it can go out quite a ways, in, all around. So nice movement there. Yet again, the cable's just a nice design piece, because with the movement in all sorts of directions, you're not just getting hunks of gray plastic, you're getting detail. Now, one thing is, because of these tubes, you're not easily able to turn the arm like this. I mean, you can, but that does look a little awkward. But if you wanted to, that can bend 90 degrees right there. Yet again, nice design aspect in there with the hoses. But let's leave that straight for now. This shield is attached on a ball joint, so that can move around however you want, in and out just a little bit. You know, about what you would expect out of that articulation. The hand moves 360, of course. It's a 3-in-1 trigger finger, thumb kind of hand. So that's about what you would expect. This arm, about the same. I'll go ahead and remove the shield and talk about that in a bit. This piece moves separately of the upper part of the shoulder, so that is articulated as well. And technically this can move up and down a little bit. Alright, let me get this guy straightened up. For the head, can move almost 360, all the way around like that. Can open up right up here, as you can see. So, decent articulation out of the head. Move up and down just a little bit. There you go. Alright, so let's look at the backpack. The backpack has a couple moving pieces. These here go out, then they go in. And these can move all over the place. Got a whole lot of movement there. You can move them down, up, forward, all over the place. And in the midst of me doing that, the back skirt fell off again. There we go. Really get that in there. So that's actually a pretty impressive backpack unit to me. It looks nice, honestly. I'm not always a fan of backpack units on mobile suits, but this one does look good to me. Okay. Cons of this kit before I get into the accessories. Like I said, these hoses, the red to me is a little bright. I wish it was just a bit darker of a red that it was molded in, because sometimes it does just look really stark. As you can see, that just stands out. It's very, very bright. And the thrusters, like what is typically silver, these thrusters up there and under there are in red. I kind of wish they would have been in silver personally, or at least gray, but just personal opinion. Okay, so accessories. You already saw the shield when it was attached to his arm, and that's how it attaches to the arm. Nice shield, and there's one other little aspect of that I'll get to here in a second. We have this gun here. This is detachable if you want. I don't know, I know that's been a function of some other like Zaku kits and stuff. This moves to each side about as far as you can imagine. You get this gun, which I actually like more than the other one personally. And this little magazine is detachable. Put that on there, and you get two extras. Let me grab those real quick. You get these two extra magazines, which you can open up this little piece on the shield and store those in there if you'd like. So that's what else I was going to say about the shield. You get this basically like a Heat Hawk, I think it's called, but it's an oversized one because it's pretty decently sizable compared to him. You get that all molded in gray, unfortunately. Would have been cool to see some color, but that's okay. You get a beam saber handle and 2 blades. Here's the other blade. I actually didn't take it off the runner, but that looks good as well. It's a nice yellowish green color. And then you get these little missile launcher boxes, which I actually think are pretty cool. I like them a lot, and I appreciate that these missiles are molded separately than the red piece there. It's just that little attention to detail that really makes it pop. Now this is attachable to his back. As you can see, this backpack unit, which something I'm going to mention while I'm here. There's only one thruster here, because I actually broke that little piece. I need to glue that. Meant to do it for this video, but I forgot. So that's why that is. But as you see right here, this attaches. So you just got to put his arms out a little bit. Snap this into place. Like so. And you have him with the missile units. Like so. And these missiles come out a little bit. They like to pop out some. Now this, of course, limits his articulation of his arms and just limits the poses he can have with his arms a lot, unfortunately. But it's still kind of a cool little function that they included. On this as well, you can see there's the little holder here. That is where you can take the Heat Hawk, slide it right in there, if I can get it with all this other stuff on him. There we go. And just set that in there like so. So that can actually carry a bunch of his weapons. We'll put his shield on him here, give him a gun. So there we have an almost fully armed Hi-Zack. Let's go ahead and give him a beam saber. Now all that's left is this gun here, but that's okay. This guy is pretty armed out, so I know his gun fell off. So yeah, honestly, this is a great model kit. I absolutely loved putting it together. The colors look really nice. These greens go together perfectly. Despite the fact that the red's a little bright for me, it's okay. Still looks good. These hoses, honestly, I really liked them after initially I thought it was just a crazy idea. They turned out really well. Everything about this kit I like. You know, I had my little nitpicks with it, but truly those don't stand up to much. The pros of this kit far outweigh the cons. So if you have the opportunity to pick up this kit, if you're looking for something fun to build, something that's cheaper because it's older, really. I mean, I don't know when it was released, but it was, I assume, late 90s, early 2000s, probably early 2000s. But it's just a great kit. I would strongly advise picking it up if you have the availability to. So I guess that will be all for this review. Actually, sorry, I wanted to do mention the decals it comes with. Comes with these stickers, none of which I applied except for the little eye decal there, because I'm not much of a decal kind of person. If you've seen my other Gundam stuff, you might know that. I really don't like to apply them to my kits. Just not my taste, I guess. And then it comes with these dry transfers, a bunch of numbers, like put on the shields or something. Customize it however you want. So it does come with those. Also, I'll go ahead and do a size comparison. I know, I made it sound like I was ending the video and it was all going to be over, but then I came up with a whole bunch more stuff to talk about. Alright, so here I have my dusty Master Grade GM. Let's get them both in frame. So it's about the same size. Maybe, no, it's right about the same size. I don't think one is taller than the other at all. But the Hi-Zack, of course, is a lot bulkier. It's got a lot of weight to it. You pick it up and it feels solid, which is just a great feeling to have with a model kit. So yeah, I think actually now that will really be all. I don't think I have anything else I was going to say about this guy. So, with this really long Master Grade Hi-Zack review, I guess that will be it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'd love to hear them, and I will get back to you with any questions you may have. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.